mechanical, so we need to pull it.
1, 2, 3, Coláiste!
Okay, looks like we're almost ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the U16 National A Final! We'd like to begin, as always, by asking now, if able, please stand for the national anthem.
Good afternoon and very welcome to this year's Cadet A final of the girls, hosted by Volleyball Ireland. We've got two powerhouses in Cadet A, Coláiste from Ennis, coached by Pauline De La Chiesa and Jack Nealon. They're going for their 4 in a row at this level, and they get the first points through the middle. First one on the board there for number 19. And they'll take on Presentation Kilkenny. They're represented in navy and blue. There's a serve there, an underarm serve. And the first referee being Emer Fionn from Galway Volleyball Club, which signifies that the ball was in around zone 2, around libero Anna Meacock. 2-0 already, lost to Vera. Again, trying to settle here, Presentation, but same with Coláiste. They're kind of going all over the place. De Souza, number 3 for Prez, tried to tip it over, but didn't get up too much. We'll be kind of expecting a lot of errors at the start of this first set. It's a best of 3, so a good start is half the battle. 2 smart Latin Hebra, and at the moment it seems to be the Munster team. They seem to be getting all the points, and again, there was a confusion there. Too many people talking on between the middle player, Nicola Lukevitz and Maria De Souza. Presentation are heavily represented here with 3 Irish internationals. Cedric Milutrevic, just second there to Maria De Souza, but we were playing with the Irish team there 2 weeks ago on the under 18. And here is number 20 for Coláiste. We got the tip at the net and goes into the campfire again already. It's 5-0 Coláiste, so already they're steaming ahead at this very early stage in the first set. Presentation Kilkenny is coached by teacher Roshan Galway, but also a fellow player as well, Julia Carousel, another Kilkenny Spartan player. Kilkenny Spartans are represented with the first 7 on the court there. Each one of them has a couple of years of experience anyway. Prez were here last year in the Cadet B final, and they were beaten by St. Louis from Carrickmacross, a team that's loaded with players from Carrick Crows. But this time they're competing in the A final against the top dogs at this level. Coláiste, there was a big hit on that, went for it a little bit and sailed over the back line. So that's the first point now for Prez. So they're finally on the board, and Dimitrijevic will be up to jump serve. He does, goes into the middle, but it was easily dealt with by Coláiste. De Souza picks it up, goes for a 1-2 with their setter. She hits it, but the block gets a touch on it, so they will recycle. Well, it's only going to be a free ball. They push it onto the libero, but it's dealt with. But again, it's just a free ball. Come back over. That was Snow Ganta pushing it over. Number 11, captain, hits off the top of her fingers. And up the back there, Spanish girl Elisa Figueredo tried to scoop it in zone 6, but to no avail. Another serve, strong float there. It's gone over again, and the block dumps it down on top of the backcourt setter there. Prez could do nothing about it. Already it's a very, very commanding lead at this early stage, 7-1. Prez have already taken 1 timeout as well. Coláiste go at it again. Another strong serve. They aim at the libero, misjudges it completely, ends up being an ace. I think the nerves are already getting to Prez here at the moment. They're losing, they haven't got the focusing yet on the ball. We'll see what happens anyway. Another strong one. Dimitrijevic tries to retrieve it. Again on Maria Souza, they're not calling outside the antenna, but play goes on. Souza tried to get back for the volley. She's trying again. She reaches out, just scratches to it. To go down the middle here, Coláiste, but it's an easy pickup. Dimitrijevic puts it in the middle, but Lukevitz only puts it back over the net. He would swing on that, they aim at the libero in 5, but this time she does pick it up. What does Ganta do? She rolls it back in 6. But again, easy scoop up at the back there by Coláiste. A bit of a mishit, but it works out in the end for number 20 for Coláiste. Already 9-1 ahead. As you can hear, Coláiste from Ennis are no strangers to being in the final. They're also the senior A champions as well. They won at Christmas. They dominated that final 3-0, if I remember. And two of the girls are on this cadet A team. We've got Carla Ortiz, Spanish exchange student, number 16. She'll be playing Premier as well for Munster Thunder in the National League at adult level. And also Captain Ivana Ponovic. Oh, and an easy roll down the back. Elisa Figueiredo read it a little bit too late. Tried the one-hand touch on it. Already it's proving now a mountain to climb here for Prez to catch up. Still on the same server here, number 17. She aims now at De Souza and she does good enough pass. But again, it's just going to be a free ball back in. Munster Thunder, are they going to or Coláiste, are they going to punish them? It looks like they are with the tip again. They've gone through the middle there. I almost said they were Munster Thunder. That's because Munster Thunder do also play in the same colours of pink, white and navy. And this is a lot of players as well for Munster Thunder on this Coláiste team. Oh, Snoganta looked like she slipped as she tried to retrieve that pass that was going nowhere near Dimitrievich. And again, a second timeout called by Prez. They're so far behind right now. The Clare team are in buoyant mood anyway. You can see why they were favourites going into this game. They're going for their fourth title in a row at this level, while Prez are going for their first time to try and win at Cadet A. They have won at Cadet B, but that was many moons ago under the leadership of former coach and teacher of the school, Kevin Barragee. Coláiste are already on the court, ready to get this going anyway as quick as possible, keep the momentum going with them. They'll resume with the serve here. Another strong float and do it, and no more damage on that. It's proven to be an annihilation so far. Prez don't seem to have any answer at all. 14-1 already. Again, it's a bit of a shock to the system for these Kilkenny girls. Like, all of them are playing in Kilkenny Spartans Volleyball Club from under 16 to senior level. With even 3 internationals, but they're not dealing with this server at all. But it's more, again, they're aiming on fresh libero from first year, Anna Meacock. Going to keep targeting her as it is, they're targeting her, but this time they've got a bit of a call. Feeling first referee calls the ball out, much to the relief of Prez Kilkenny. They have to get going now on a run of serves here. Will it be De Souza to kickstart their final? She floats it in, but again, easily dealt with by Coláiste. They go to the wing. That's a lovely swing out to the corner in zone 5. No answer for the libero to get to it. Stuck in the mud a little bit. 15-2 already, Coláiste. This game could be over as soon as it started. So now we've got Simona Panovic, sister of Captain Ivana, and it's another overpass by De Souza, so they're going to go on a free ball. Oh, there was a miss hit on that. She knows it herself. Carla Ortiz. She's well able to hit over that block that Prez Kilkenny tried to put up, but a miss hit on the spike and goes well beyond the diagonal corner and out. So Prez go at it again. But they get an ace this time. Bit of a miss hit on the connection, but Prez will be gladly accept any point that comes their way, no matter how clean or not it may be. She goes at it a second time. She's going to try and go for a strong float, but she gets the connection. She got the connection all right, but unfortunately for Prez and for her, hits on the right side of her hand, sails out to the right side of Coláiste court. 16-3 now. Middle blocker up for serving. Got number 19, Nadia. Oh, it's kept it alive there. Not to be anyway. They couldn't shift the free ball back over the net after a off pass. Again, Prez are scrambling 6s and 7s here, leaving themselves too much to do to try and get back into it. You just need to just settle down a little bit. As you see, they're not really going in for an attack. It's going to be an out of system set. They're going to give back a free ball themselves, Coláiste. So let's see what Prez do this time. Susanna Soboska is first time on the court, and first time she delivers. Almost fell over the ball there, she did so. But anyway, they needed someone to do something at the front of the net because Coláiste were picking up all the attacks and free balls that Prez Kilkenny were throwing over. Snow Gante, captain for Prez, serves it, but again it's dealt with. But then it seems to be another mishit by Ortiz. She'll shake it off again. They'll try at it. Go out to the big premier player. Has been said that she's been the best female player in schools volleyball this season so far. And you can see there with a solid pass. Let's see what she does with the hit this time. As you can see there, went through the gap in the double block of the Prez that was tried to be set up with Dimitrijevic and Susanna Sobachinska. But as usual, as we kind of expect, a high success rate from Ortiz on the wing. Serve there down the line. Oh, it's another overpass there by the libero, Migok. She's not getting into it at all. I think she might want to feel like to swallow up the ground that's beneath her right now in this moment, because Coláiste are putting her foot down on Prez Kilkenny on this. And this time, again, another relief ball, sail on the outside of the court for a point for Prez. 6-19. Elisa Figueiredo. She do with her flow serve. She gets a great one. Got a bit of a side spin on the connection. Going over to zone 5. Got it down the left side of Coláiste's court. She go at it again, that same zone. No, she goes down the center. Oh, there's a touch on the net. What's the ref calling? No, they play on. Sabaninska does well again, but libero for Coláiste picks it up to go out. Tight at the net. There's a bit of a joust. Dimitrijevic wins the battle on this occasion. Good timing. She liked that one. All right. Hopefully now the nerves are settled a little bit more from Prez Kilkenny. Another flow serve goes down in to the campfire. It's going to be a free ball. Help back over. Can they counter-attack Prez? Ball going out to 4. Out to De Souza. She tips it out, but the block gets a touch on it. Ortiz hits long into 6, but somehow Prez recover on that. They'll go at it again. Counter-attack out to the wing. She rolls at it, but this time libero Migok picks it up. But again, it's going to be just another free ball. Oh, Coláiste to go out a little bit wider to her, and there you go. She's got the height, and she's able to hit the down ball very solidly as well. Great swing. Prez are going to have to be a little bit more on their toes because they probably haven't come used to a player such like this. She's already tall to start off with, and then she's also got the high reach as well to hit over any block if you don't get your feet off the ground. She float serves and she aims at the libero, and again, it's another mistake. A touch off the libero. She knows they're trying to claim something else, but I think there's going to actually be a replay on that. I don't know about that. I was pretty sure it touched off the libero. However, we won't argue with Emer feeling if something is not definitive. We repeat and go again. So again, another float serve. Ortiz made sure of it this time. We went into the middle of the court. He targeted the libero once again. Shanks it off to the left. Another point for Coláiste. They're steaming ahead here. Big advantage. Getting close to the 25 point mark. Just real pace and power on these float serves that they've been thrown over to Prez Kilkenny, but they made their odd mistake as well. Just like there. It's the third one, float serve that's gone beyond the Prez back line. Rukiewicz will be up into the middle now and take off the libero. We'll see what Sobachinska does. She does go long, but again, nice easy pass into the setter. A big swing. Lukevich does get hands on it, but it's an overpass. They push it. And again, free ball here. Dimitrievich tried to be clever, but she went up and down with that, and this is what happens. Oh, they're scrapping here. Oh, is the referee calling that? And that could have been called for a double. Anyway, the play goes on. And it's time to make sure they get onto the wing properly, down between zone 1 and zone 6. Especially when you're put into a one-to-one situation on the block. You always favor the hitter in that regard. Coláiste, they're back around to their first serve. We're going for the underarm serve. Dimitrievich sets into the middle. Lukevich does get a swing, but it's easily picked up on zone 5, so it's going to be pushed back to go back court, but Ganta hits with her feet on the ground. Swing it out again. And going long out to the diagonal. Very good zone to aim at there by Simona Panovic. This brings us up to set points for Coláiste Muire from Ennis, County Clare. Great start that they had to give them this huge advantage. Dimitrievich went down on second to dump it down, but Coláiste Muire were alert to it to try at it again. Where does she go? Short in to go onto the wing. Get a tight ball. De Souza hit it down onto the line over setter's head. Ball was retrieved, but no one was able to call for the second. So still set points here to Coláiste Muire. Dimitrievich got a lovely spot there. She decided to go with a float on this occasion rather than putting some topspin on it. Aimed over in zone 2. Caught out the libero by surprise. Still, I feel like it's too much to do right now in the first set for Prez to catch up. To try that again. Gets another little bit of luck, this time off the net. Second ace in a row. Still little by little, Prez are just going to have to just take it 1 point at a time. Dimitrievich not successful on this occasion. So first set goes to Coláiste Muire, the reigning champions, on a scoreline of 25 points to 13. So there'll be a few minutes break before resumption of set 2, as it is. Looking back on that first set, it was a very slow start, very nervy start by Presentation Kilkenny. They were a little bit shocked by the pace of the ball. They weren't so used to probably leading up to this final. They took on Coláiste College, who also have a few under-18 Irish internationals, and came with that with a win 2-0. But this is a different kettle of fish. When we're talking about players like Carla Ortiz, can really hit. You can see why she's well valued in women's Premier Division by Munster Thunder, avoiding all the underage category teams, just because the standard of that she brings, the skill set, the height, the hit. You can see why she's up there. At this level, she's very much well beyond a lot of what players can do in terms of reaching for the block. So they have to come up with alternative plans to try and combat that influence that the big hitter on the wing has for Coláiste Muire. As the set went on, Prez slowly found a little bit of their feet. I think it kind of kick-started a little bit when Susanna Sobaszynska finally got her feet on the court and the rotations came around. She was able to get one good hit when she got set, and then a few others that she managed to put the defense of Coláiste Muire off their starting spots. Good serving as well there at the end by Dimitrievich, but again we have to look at what did Coláiste Muire do extremely well. The serving, the attacking, the targeting of certain receivers on the Prez team, in particular at the libero. She's young, she's only gone 13 years old, number 2, Anna Migok. But there's enough experience on this Prez team. They are the current Junior A champions. They won it all in the second year. The majority of this team is in third year, if I'm not mistaken, if not all of them are in third year. We're there with former schools champion herself, Kate McDonald's, assistant coach as well. She'll be well renowned in the camogie circles, former captain of the Kilkenny camogie team, but also a very prominent and experienced volleyball player, former member of Kilkenny Spartans women's team. Passing the mantle on, and all any other words of inspiration that she can possibly give. Get the energy going for this Prez team in the second set. So we're just handing in the rotations there. Motion Galway from Prez just wants the second referee just see the lineup, make sure everyone's in the right order. So yeah, so they're rotating around. So setter Dimitrievich will be the first one to kick off the second set. Emer Phelan is about to blow the whistle. Start the second. Game on. Floats it anyway. Nice serve. Again, it hits that Ortiz. He deals with it. Setter Ivana Holovic tried to dump it, but oh, it's a great spot by the Sosa, but a great scoop up there by Ortiz. They're all over the place with the touches. Migok was very late to pick up the free ball on that. It was a bad touch. Dimitrievich tried to save it, but she ended up double touching and going elsewhere. First point, Coláiste. It's a strong serve there by, okay, a better pass there by Migok. They go out to two, onto the Souza, but it's picked up there by Pavlovic. Oh, still up alive by Rukiewicz. They hit on again onto five, but retreated again and counter attack. There was a huge gap there in the block of Coláiste. Snogata saw it. They struggled then to keep it alive. Coláiste 1-1. De Souza go for a strong float serve. She does. Again, they're aiming at the wrong person, I feel. They're aiming at Ortiz, who's having a very good success rate in the pass. And it's going to be counter-attack. And then Figueiredo finally introduces herself to the game on the attack. A lovely cross spike there on 5. 2-1 Prez. Again, De Souza again aims at Ortiz, but again it's another perfect pass, but I don't know what the setter was doing, but anyway they parry it back over, and it's just a free ball back then again, so they're going to set our system high to 4. There's a block on that by, or was there? Emer Phelan doesn't feel like it. She says it's a 4 touch, so mistake by Coláiste. Gives another point to Prez. 3-1 up here now. Souza trying for third serve. She got lovely strong, but again she aims at Ortiz, but it could be an overpass. Figueiredo had hands on it if she could have got up for the joust. However, Coláiste high hand there from number 20, Simona Panovic. Got the better in the end, tipped it out to zone 4. And she's up to serve. The serve straight into the net. Gives an easy point back. Prez. 4-2. Sobachinska is up now, up in the front line. And the other middle blocker here to serve, Nikola Rukiewicz. She serves it. And again, another miss hit. It's always going to be 50-50 with her service. Sometimes does really well. Sometimes she misconnects it. On that occasion, it cancels out the previous serve from Coláiste. Anyway, here we go again. Coláiste with a strong float to aim at Spanish girl Figueiredo. Dimitrievich sets behind to Ganta and the opposite, but it's retrieved by Coláiste. They go out to the middle. Again, another set behind to Ganta. She hits high off the block, and there's no one there in zone 6. No one there in zone 6. Very late to react onto, and you just see the ball drop down inside the bottom line. Coláiste court. Now the crowd is going a little bit louder here for the Prez. Even the mascot is going wild there in the corner. Looks like Huggy Bear or Ted. Anyway, strong float by Ganta, but look at that. You can even hear the contact on that ball by Ortiz. And you can see why Prez defense needs to be a lot more alert than what they're normally used to at this level. 4-5. Souza pops it up for Dimitrijevic, puts it out to Figueiredo, but Ortiz will have a spike at that. This time Enoch pops it up and down to go at it again in 4, hitting the Libero direction. She swings with one arm on that. Maybe she didn't realize she had time to get 2 arms to get the touch, to keep it high in the middle. Anyway, Prez won't care about that. They get the points with the touch off. Elisa Figueiredo, the float serve. She tries to drop it in. She does very well. I don't know if the coach there, Julia Carousel, told her to put it on the Libero there, number 2. She's 2 points in a row now that she could have done better. Will she target her again? I said they were going to go down the middle, but anyway, she serves into the middle of the net. Gives the ball back to Coláiste Mhuire to serve. And here we see current strongest player on court right now, Carla Ortiz. How much damage can she do with her float serve? She's strong. She aims at the Libero. Oh, Milica scrapes for it, keeps it up, and she's got to get back into her block position. Oh, there's a big swing, but it's a miss hit. It's a miss hit by Paulina from Coláiste Mhuire on the wing there. That's 3, if I'm not mistaken, in this game that she's had. But she has hit pretty well other than that. That's another point. So Bachinska serves well, she serves in. They go long onto it, but this time it's kept up well. High contact by Figueiredo, but it's going to be a free ball back to Coláiste Mhuire. Set out to the wing again. What will she do? But this time, she does it again. Paulina. She tried to be clever, rolling the ball into between zone 1 and zone 6. But sails at least 2 meters beyond the Prez back line. Sobachinska should go at it again. A great serve, and she managed to get a little bit of help from the net as well to make it drop in. I don't know if Pauline De La Chiesa should be calling a timeout there for Coláiste Mhuire, because the momentum is against them here right now. Also, another great serve. She goes long into it, but it's perfect into the setter's hands. He's going to tip onto it. Ganta picks it up. Dimitrijevic tips it over. This time it's a big run and a lovely defense on that. Vukovic again tried to tip it over. Will they get it? Okay, they said high. Will they? No, it's going to be a high ball. And they're just going to put a free ball back over, so this should be easily dealt with. Coláiste Mhuire would get a swing onto it. There's a hand out, but there was no touch. Much to the fortune of Prez Kilkenny. And this time, Coláiste Mhuire do take a timeout. Advantage Prez Kilkenny. Second set. They had to shake off that disastrous start in the first set. Very nervy, very stiff. But now they're loosened up, flying around. Mistakes are creeping into Coláiste Mhuire's game a little bit more. They're a little bit more competitive at the net. Prez winning a couple of more on the spikes, getting a few more touches on the block. But more importantly, they're making less mistakes than their opponents. And the scoring reflects that. You see there in the huddle of Prez Kilkenny, it's now going to just letting them know to stay focused. We might be in the ascendancy here, but we can't keep your eye off the ball. There's a reason why Coláiste Mhuire are 3-time-in-a-row champions, going for their 4th. So the first serve will be important. It doesn't throw off Sobachinska. Another great serve. The aim at Ortiz, but again, almost perfect passing rate. Now, Sobachinska, she picks it up. There's a high ball. One person will call it Dimitrijevic. Of course, leading by example. It's in. I think it's in. And the referee agrees. They misjudged it completely. The back players of Coláiste Mhuire. Ortiz, a little bit embarrassed, I think, by that, but I'm sure she won't worry about it too much. You know, she has great ability to help put Coláiste Mhuire back into this game. Oh, that was a super serve again. Sobachinska is on a roll here with this run float serve. Aiming between 2 players this time, getting between the gap, getting a lot of change between Ortiz and her Libero. Did she aim at that Libero again? She got it this time in the cross. Oh, it's a little bit too strong and too long on this occasion. Advantage, Prez still at this midway point of the second set. It's going to be an underarm serve coming over. Should be an easy ball to pop up and down. De Souza, what will she do? Well, she's on the ground. She aims back as the one person is always ready, Carla Ortiz. The block was there. There's no net touch, is there? Yeah, there was a net touch as Vukovic tried to scramble for it after she got good hands on the block. Just unfortunate with her next touch. She followed through, touching the net. Another underarm serve, but referee feeling, but clearly saw a foot touching the back line before the point of contact on service. So another free point there for Prez Kilkenny. All the mistakes are kind of creeping in here for Coláiste. It's helping Prez have a little bit of a cushion at this midway point. Dimitrievich went for a jump serve, but this time the libero picks it up. He goes short in, hitting on 4. What's Dimitrievich doing there on that? But she goes into the middle. It's still a live ball. Ivana Ponovic sets out their wing, but this time Dimitrievich sets behind. Went through the double block, but it's picked up by Ortiz. This time it was swung again. Very, very hard by Simona Ponovic. But again, another mistake in her spiking. It's gone long beyond the back line of Prez. It's 2 points to 1 here. 14 points to 7 in front of Prez, and the crowd is up there, the Kilkenny crowd, making the noise anyway. You can see here another nervy ball coming back Prez's way. She tried to go fast out there, but easily picked up by Coláiste. Goes out to the tip, and again, tries to take advantage. In a very nervy libero, far, far away from her position to pick up that tip. And the middle blocker from Coláiste gets her points. Serving there, the serve at Figueiredo. Number 10 for Prez there. Ends up being an ace. 9 points to 14. Going another serve, another successful one. You know, this will be the time now. We'll see what Prez are really made of. We should get it for a third time in a row. Ivana Ponovic. No, not on this occasion. This time she serves into the net. Prez are glad that down period has now ended. And they get on the ascendancy once more. De Souza, she had a good run of serves the first time around on this set. Means that Ortiz was a bit off, but still gets it into Ponovic's hands. This time, Miyuk gets it up. Oh, Dimitrievich tried to pop it up and down for Snoganta there. And she went on the outside of the antenna. So now it's Ponovic's sister. It was Ivana setting. It was Simona. Anyway, the short ball is kept up alive. You see Ortiz is able to hit high over that block. It's a nice back set with Dimitrievich. Where are they calling it? Feeling calls it out. Bounces on the wrong side of the line. I think this will be now the time that Prez should use one of their 2 timeouts. It's a strong one. Maybe I spoke too soon. No need for it at this stage, because that serve sails just outside the right side of the Prez boundary line. So Bachinska's back up in front. She's got her feet moving on it. What did Vukovic do with her serve? And this time she gets it in. It's tight on the net, so that'll mean it'll be a free ball. Can Figueiredo do something? She does. She ends into the libero zone. There was a big space there from Ortiz as well, who should have covered better on zone 6. Libero only got a little hand onto it, but not strong enough to keep the ball alive. Vukovic again now for a second serve. She gets it good as well. She hits it long and aims on the libero. A very good spot onto it, and it'll result in an ace. Coláiste didn't know what to do with the out-of-system ball. I spoke too soon with regards to Prez trying to take their first time out in that set. Now they got 3 points in a row since I said it. That's another great serve. Oh, and Ortiz is another off pass on that, so that might mean a free ball. It is a free ball. It's a free hit, but volley it over. Ganta volleys over, but Ponovic does the exact same when she's off balance. Well, Figueredo do with her left hand. No, she good volleys it over the net. It's going to be tight on the net there, so it should be popped up and down. Oh, it's a long back set, but Ganta scrambles, keep it alive. Another long set, so it's going to be a big diagonal. Figueredo picks it up. And Dimitrievich looks going to Ganta a lot in the back. Oh, there's a joust onto it, and there's a net touch. Panovic seemed to have got up there and followed through with her volley to try and put it over the net. But now results again. A stretched lead here for Prez. Henrikevich put her serve in again. She does. This time she aims it down to Simona Panovic on this occasion. So Artish can only pop it back over. Leave it. Middle blocker pops it up and down easy. Yeah, it's going down the line by Figueredo. Oh, and this Vukovic actually read it. She was on the ball in that regard. And unfortunately, she didn't get the right contact to kind of get it up and down. However, they do have a good lead here in the second set to take it to a tiebreak. Unless Koláiste come up with something here. Souza got a volley onto it. Sobaniska is ready for that to dump it down, but Koláiste go on the counter attack, and the aim again on 5. And again, the aim on the libero of Prez. Anna Miok exploiting that inexperience. She's only been playing the game less than 2 years, but girls of Prez Kilkenny know something about her. It's from all her time in Kilkenny Spartans Volleyball Club. Oh, there's a mistake there by Ganta. On the opposite, it's kind of allowing Koláiste to get a little bit of momentum back on this. Five points. Sorry, make that 6. Another service error on Koláiste's part. Again, the tails must be up by Prez here at the moment. Momentum going with them. 6-point lead coming close to the 25-point mark. A strong serve by Snow Ganta. Oh, we're going to only be a free ball going back over. So what's going to happen? Dimitrievich tried to set back on 1, but Ganta wasn't ready for it, so she volleys just straight back over. Well, here's another chance. It's up going to be a high ball. It's going out long out to the lefty. Figueredo. She does really well, so it's going to be another free ball. It's put into Dimitrievich's hand. She finally goes to the middle. Sobaszynska does very well, putting it into zone 1, cross to her left. Zone 6. Stuck in the mud there. 7 points now. Getting a little bit closer. Taking it to third set tiebreak. Ganta serves it. Floats it, and it's tightening out. Panovic just dig sets it. Dimitrievich tries to be clever on second, but it's going to be a bigger hit by Artes. This cross between zone 4 and zone 5. Help get the service back into Koláiste court. Still, good bit of catch up to go. Serve reception. This time Dimitrievich gets a little bit better, but now they got a free ball. Go again to Figueredo, but the set seemed to be a little bit too low and too far for Elisa Figueredo to get a good contact on it. Results in a mistake in the attack. 5-point cushion, and it'll be the first time out called by Prez in set 2. Just to try and take a breather more than anything else. As you see, coach there, Julian Carousel, trying to just give a few little tips to their young libero, 13-year-old Anna Mealcock. And you can hear from Roisin Galway and even Kate McDonald's there to trying to get their heads right. They know how to play volleyball. They spend 4 or 5 times a week playing volleyball, whether it's for the school, the club, or in a few people's cases for the Irish team. I'm sure all they would tell them is just take a deep breath, relax, just get the first pass, first ball, side out. So the serve has gone target again to the libero, and panic stations there by Snow Ganta. She almost like gives the ball an uppercut, and it goes behind the referee's podium. So they're still in zone 4 here, Prez Kilkenny. Still with the left-hand server. They go into the middle to Sobaninska. She tips it down into zone 1. But it's going to be a live ball. What's happening here? There's a net touch on Prez's part, probably calling Sobachinska. There's a lot of action there at the net. Anything could have happened wherever the ball might have dropped. 3-point advantage now here for Prez. We're going into, the middle player takes it up, but it's going to be now a system set. Figueiredo, and he volleys it back over. It's going to be tight on the net. Oh, both De Souza and Ganta both went for the ball and then pulled away. Just close enough into their zone. One of them could have got it. A lot of these girls have been in this situation before, even last week at the Youth Championships in Dublin, where a few of the girls... Oh, it was a great roll into the campfire by Sobachinska. As I was saying, a lot of these girls playing with the Spartans Volleyball Club, and they were playing against a very experienced Galway team in the quarter-final and in the final set. It was 4 set points and then lost the next 6 on the run. Is it going to be history repeating itself on this? Let's not hope not, because now they have 4 set points to take this into third set decider. There's an ace there by Elisa Figueiredo. Will she do it again? She tries to drop it too short. Feel like she may have hit it as well. Not the cleanest of contacts on the ball, however. 3 more set points to try to deal with here. Now the serve goes to Carla Ortiz. What will she do? She puts it again on the libero, again being smart about it, but Dimitrievich puts the free ball back over, so they're going to be a counter-attack by Coláiste Mhuire. It swings on it. The block is there by Dimitrievich, but the ball is still kept alive, so it's going up. Can De Souza do something on it? Not really. It was kept alive ball. No, I think the referee will call. There was a net touch or a foot over the line. There's a lot of close action on it. Even from my angle, it didn't look like De Souza's hit actually hit off the block. It hit more the top tape of the net. And you're feeling just call the captains there to let them know about this. 24-22. Still 2 set points to Prez. Yeah, lovely float serve. There's a lovely high ball. Dimitrievich tries to begin on the second, but might be an overpass. There's going to be a free ball there. Souza puts it up lovely and high. She gets the return. She hits off the block, but it leads to a counter-attack for Coláiste Mhuire. There's a standing hit on that. This time Mina puts it up and down. Can Souza put it in a better place? She can. She hits it high off the block. Hits off both blocks as it was, and then drops right behind their feet. We're now gone into a third set decider. Prez takes set 2, 25-22. What can we say about that? Well, Prez definitely upped their game a little bit, played a little bit more steadier, minimized their mistakes. Pass was kept up alive, fewer serve reception errors, but also at the same time, you have to look at what was happening on Coláiste Mhuire's side. More mistakes started to creep into their game, more service errors. Lack of confidence sometimes into the spike, where a few more were more or less standing on their feet, just spiking it over, making it easy for Prez to clean up, just as Coláiste Mhuire were accepting those just rewards in set 1. 3 points in the end is the difference, but it was a bigger lead early on in set 2. A good run of serves, I remember, from Vukiewicz, and also the introduction of Sobachinska, who's doing well. She's earning a lot of points, not only at the net, but also on her serve. And all this has helped Prez to go level with Coláiste Mhuire as we go into the deciding set. Soon enough, the captains will be called for the toss. See who will be in service, who will be on what side. A little bit looser now, Prez Kilkenny. As you can see, there's a little bit more smiles, but also a bit more focus and determination. Can they overthrow the queens of cadets for the last 3 years? Or can Prez Kilkenny continue on with the same crop of players that won the Junior A last year? Both teams had to play Portlaoise College en route to this final. Coláiste took them on in the quarter-final stage. Was a group of 3 with St. Raphael's of Lochray, who would have had a strong pedigree in schools volleyball down through the years. However, more and more schools now propping up all over the country. That's traditional schools that are there, sometimes in some places being replaced by new schools, creating newer traditions. However, Prez Kilkenny and Coláiste are no stranger to schools volleyball. Prez Kilkenny have been involved for nearly 25 years, if not more. Coláiste kicked a start just before COVID. Of course, they would have been with St. Flannan's College, the boys' school, and then coordinated with that was Coláiste, the girls' school of Ennis. And a lot of players have come through those schools into the Munster Thunder club and further on representing Ireland at both underage and senior level. So Dimitrijevic is going to serve for set 3. Can it be a case of deja vu from set 2? Let's see what happens. Serve, drop short. Oh, they're scrambling there. There was a nice little trajectory to make the ball drop down a little quicker. And there was a scramble there between Panovic and the libero from Coláiste. It's the first point to Prez. It's the first time they've taken the lead in this final in Galway at the Kingfisher Sports Centre. She goes strong on the long, but Ortiz pops it up for Panovic. Oh, you can even feel that the nerves are gone through that contact, because it ended up being a double contact there in the middle. 2-0 already now, Prez. Is this a sign of things to come? Dimitrijevic, third time up to the service line. Another good serve. It's again another good pass by Ortiz. They pop it up and down in the middle, but De Souza was alert to it for the tip. We go onto the back line. No, Gant is up at the front court, my mistake. Again, a nice pick up by Figueiredo. It's going to be free ball put back over on Coláiste side. What can they do on the counter attack? They do on a dump, but Dimitrijevic was alert to her counterpart, setter. Scoops it up, but it's going to be another attack. It's going to be tight at the net. Oh, there's a miss hit. Again, defense of Dimitrijevic is electrifying there. Ready to scrap. To go at it again, and third one. So this is what's going to happen. Mikok libero sets into De Souza, but she underhits it. Not only that, hits it into the line of the blocker of Coláiste. 1-2. So Captain Ivana Panovic is up to the serve. Unfortunately for her team, she makes another service error. 3-1 Prez. De Souza at the serve. Floats it. Moves it out to the wide. Oh, it could have been called for a double on that, but no. Play goes on. Oh, she hits it on the way down. She hits it on the way down, Simona Panovic. Another mistake on the attack. There's a lot of them creeping into her game now since the start of the second set. It's not helping her team's cause. It's giving more space between them and Prez. 4-1 now. And again, lovely serve again, going out to the back. Oh, someone could have called for that ball to be going out. De Souza was unsure. She touched it, but it ended up being a double contact, and no one else at the backcourt for Prez was alert to it. However, we do have a 2-point advantage in this early stage in the third set. It will be Simona Panovic to serve. She serves strong and long onto the libero again. That ball could have been going out. Again, no call from Prez. I don't know if they can, the players can hear over the noise in the crowd. There's a lot of noise there from both schools' supporters. It's a strong serve. Souza puts it up. Oh, and it's scrapping up. And somehow it's kept up and down. Lukiewicz manages to dump it over. You have to look up because Artage does what she does best if she hits like that. There's no block in place. Boom, shakalaka. Sides are level now. 4-4. Ponovic still. She does another long serve, but again, it's going to be an out of system ball. Free ball back over onto the Ennis side. Going to the middle. Again, it's a roll. Oh, Libro should have seen it. Libro should have seen it. She was up too high, didn't react, and just looked at the ball, just fall down behind her. I think Prez should be calling a timeout. Yes, they should. They've lost a run of points there now in the last few minutes. It's giving advantage back to Coláiste. 4.5. It was a good start by Prez. Dimitrievich was on a run of serves. As you can see there now, we're getting closer to the finish line for both teams. And this is where the stronger heads will rise. As you see the coach there, Julia Cursel, trying again to, calm the Libro down, to make her realise and focus that she could be the target of all the servers for Coláiste. So just needs to be a little bit more ready, take the ball a little bit more in front of her body line, and hopefully they can get good counter-attack Prez. So here we go. Panovic again aims at the Libro as expected, so it's going to be an out-of-system set. Figueiredo can only hit and put it back over. It's gone out. Oh, it was a great spot by Carla Ortiz. You could tell she probably spent a little bit of time on the beach because not only was she up there, she could also see the space that was given with a lovely cut shot, twisting her wrist to go into zone 4, and there we go. Prez can finally breathe with relief. Still 1 point down here now. Lukiewicz, she get a good serve in. She does. She goes over to Ortiz's position, but it's going to be a 1-2 with her and her setter, Panovic. Figueiredo picks it up, but again, it's going to be just free ball, pop back over. Again, will they go out to 4? They do, but it's a short set, so it's easily dealt with by Prez. So they go out to 4 to Figueiredo, but unfortunately, she mishits it. It ends up going cross. Advantage Coláiste as we change the ends. Strangely enough, they changed it 7 points. So it's 7-5, the Munster team. There's an easy ball that was just dropped into the Libro's zone. Again, reacting very, very late to it, standing up way too high. Again, Coláiste exploiting that weakness on the Prez team. 8-5. Throw it on into Eliza's position. Dimitrievich sets her out. Hits on 4 there. Good recovery with the pass. They get a good spike going into zone 5 of Coláiste. Still have to play catch up here now. Need one of their servers to go on a fine run to try and get this advantage back. Ganta will try her best, captain. It's going to be a long, strong one. And Sobachinska tried to dump it down. They go get a free ball there now. They go into Sobachinska again. Oh, she tries to roll it. Roll it close on the back line, but it was a foot out. It bounces. Could have been very nice. She's had a very good game. Hopefully it's just a small blip. Unlike that serve there from Sara Martinez. So still 2 points advantage to Coláiste. Elisa Figueiredo. What will she do here? She floats at it. Well, she could have been going out, but you touch onto it. Ortiz just swing over on 4. Lieber's there to scoop up, but it's going to be a free ball put back over. Oh, put it onto the setter's hands, but Ortiz has a big, oh, you can see a huge reach. Dimitrijevic tried her best to get up with high hands, timing her jump right, but there was absolutely no contest whatsoever in the 1-to-1. Ortiz was always going to win that once she got the set. 10-7 to Coláiste. Will they be 4 world champions? Let's see what she does with her serve. That's a high ball, could have been going out, but anyway, press touch onto it. Okay, it's kept up there by the Souza, and they're going to get a free ball back into it. Figueiredo puts it up into Dimitrievic's hands. They go into the middle of Sobochinska, but again, Ortiz is there to sweep it up. Going long onto Panovic, but again, they can counter-attack Prez, and there's a swing onto it again. Big frame of Ortiz there at the back, commanding it. And look at that! Found a huge space down the line. Panovic to Panovic, sister combination. A second timeout called by Prez there. They're going to have to try something a little different, Prez here. They have the fight of their lives on their hands, because now the confidence is back up into the hitters of Panovic, and even Ortiz as well hasn't dropped her standard yet. Can Prez find something in their bag of tricks? Further put Coláiste into that rattling zone that they did in set 2. However, the ascendancy here with Ortiz and our Coláiste team. She goes at it again with her serve. Strong float. Oh, it's very nice. She aims at her fellow counterpart on the other side. Elisa Figueiredo. Very late for the pass. Goes off the left side of her arm. Touch and out. After a slow start here, Coláiste have managed to overtake the Kilkenny players. Oh, and it's going up and down and around, and nowhere near the zone. It's complete panic stations here. 6 points of a gap. Coláiste feel like they have it. We'll see what happens again with Ortiz's serve. Go strong float. She does, but it's too strong. Prez would have preferred that a couple of points ago, because now they have a feel like a mountain to climb. 8 points of a deficit. Can Sobochinska do something? She went on a run in set 2 with a good amount of serves, a few aces. She pops it in on the top of Ortiz's arms. So Panovic takes a big swing. Oh, hits it into Figueiredo's area, and again hits off her left arm, and not the best of touches. Ends up being match point. Reigning champions. Will they retain their title? See what happens. Underarm serve goes in. Should be an easy one to deal with Prez, so they're going to go out to 4. De Souza, but she's on the ground to swing, so that means an easy counter-attack. Can they finish it off here? They do. They do. Coláiste of Venice are now 4 years in a row champions of Cadet A. Well done to coaches Jack Nealon and Pauline de Chiesa. They put together a commanding team of fine players from this Clare outfit, proving that they are once again the dominant force of cricket girls in Ireland. Prez Kilkenny put up a decent fight there, bringing it to 3 sets. Taking that second set when they could kick them when they were down, and even had the early lead as well in this 3rd set. But then the momentum swung before the change of ends. 7-5 as it was. And then Coláiste took it all the way home to the very end, winning in the tie-break, 15 points to 8. Absolutely delighted those girls are again. Coláiste just showed, you know, the quality of players that they have. with Panovic playing in Division 3 for Munster Thunder, and also playing on that winning senior side that won before Christmas. I'm sure they're playing in the Senior Cup as well. Quality of players in the setting, and of course you can forget the name that's been mentioned so many times, Carla Ortiz, winger, and potentially the MVP of this match. Teams go around, shake hands at the very end. Fair play, a very sporting contest by both, and fair refereeing by Galway Volleyball Club's Emer Phelan and her assistant. As you see there's going to be many cheers going back on the road to Clare. For the Kilkenny team, it was a gallant effort, but once again proven to be a bridge too far. But on the plus side, a lot of those girls are only in 3rd year, so they'll have another crack at Cadet A before they become overage after next season. So all is not lost. A big improvement from a lot of those players that were only last year in 2nd year. And we reached the Cadet B final. And now we reached the Cadet A final. Who knows where it might happen next year, but for now, let's just focus and applaud Coláiste winning for the 4th year in a row the Cadet A final on a scoreline of 25-13, 22-25, 15-8. Presentation will be made very shortly by Conor Flood and Joe Hyland of Volleyball Ireland, to the captain of Coláiste. Don't go away after this, stay tuned, because coming up will be the Cadet B final, which will also be a very good contest between two quality teams, the Kilkenny City Vocational School and Pipers Hill College of Nice. But this was the Cadet A final, a very emphatic and enthralling encounter. And there can only be one winner, and you can say that the experience got the better in the end to help Coláiste take their 4th title on the bounce. Okay, well, that's it for me for now. I've been your host, Benny O'Regan, commentating on the Cadet A final. But don't go away very shortly, because you will hear my voice very soon for the upcoming Cadet B final between the Kilkenny City Vocational School and Pipers Hill College of Nice. But for now, Coláiste, congratulations. You're the 4th year in a row Cadet A champions. Have the best celebrations tonight with you, your players, your supporters, and everyone else connected with Coláiste in Ennis, County Clare. I've been Benny. Pleasure to commentate and call this game for you, and I'll see you at the next game.